Hello, everyone, and welcome to another My Music. Now, I'm excited for this one because this young lady's music is exciting. It's exciting. You're excited by it, aren't you?
I am.
You are?
Oh.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Absolutely.
Sarah's excited by it. She goes under the moniker of Dutch Mustard. We'll find out why and everything else about her music in a minute, but first the dancing cat and everything else that goes with it.
Keep on, don't stop. Keep on, don't stop. Keep on, don't stop.
Sarah, I hope you enjoyed that. You see, on a Friday, which is when we are filming this, you need something like that to just, and your music is something like that. Your music is energizing and it makes you want to, do something rather than just sit in front of your TV and just veg, which is what so many people do these days.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that makes me happy. That's what I strive for.
Is it? Is it what you strive for?
What? Off the sofa.
Right. What is your mission statement when it comes to the music you put out? What is it you are wanting to try and encourage people to do in the world, or enable the listener to feel or think?
That's a tough question.
Isn't it?
Because there's a lot of things that I would love for people, obviously, to be able to do through music. But I think the main one, the main point is that I hope my music reaches people and makes them like confident to be themselves and like just feel empowered through their own strengths and their individual personalities and uniqueness. And I just want people to be together and like build a community and, all the sort of cheesy like love.
It's not cheesy though, is it? It's not cheesy.
No, I just want like people to be together, like speak your truth, be confident, and like build communities together, build friendships, like go see live music. It's so important. Support the arts. Like music is just so good for you. It's so healthy. It's in so many ways, not just when you're listening to it in your own time, when you go and meet people, when you're in a room with people, like it's just such a way to connect. So I guess, with my music, I'm trying to get people to connect and build connections.
What was the first bit of music you connected with?
That's a hard question. First bit of music I connected with.
Yeah, not just heard or just thought, I really like that and my friends like that and whatever as well. The first bit of music that actually made you really feel from the inside and go, oh my word, I've been blown away by that.
Well, so when I was 8 years old, I watched the School of Rock. My dad would
School of Rock. Yeah.
Today. He would hire DVDs whenever we'd get to spend time together. So School of Rock was one of them. We'd go to the DVD store. I think everything about that film, it's like all the old school rock and roll music. You've got Zeppelin in there, you've got Ramones in there. And just everything about sticking it to the man, and again, like that, they're all about, unity and togetherness and putting on a show together with the team and the lighting people and the costume. And so, I heard the music in that, and that's sort of what I remember being exposed to. My parents did listen to, my parents love music, but neither of them play instruments. But I grew up with my dad listening to disco, and my mum listening to trance music, like DJs, and a lot of Madonna, also U2 from my mum's side at an early age, because I'm half Irish, mum's Irish, U2
right.
Irish band. So, I grew up with that, and I do remember U2 being very present in my life at a young age.
What sort of round, like Joshua Tree time? A
little bit past that. It's the one of
How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb. Yeah,
that one, and
with Vertigo on it.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
one that the iPod was made for. Do you remember that? They had a special iPod, limited edition iPod made for that, with like that red circle on the front of the iPod. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that wow. Well, that album did a lot for me and still does a lot for me. I was listening to it recently as I'm working on new music and trying to bring myself back to what makes me feel like me, so that I know what I'm writing comes from like an authentic.
What is it about that? It's sort of like the shout out response type feel to it, like the hello.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's just the rawness, and it just all feels so real, like musically, like
It sounds like a call to arms, though, doesn't it?
it does, and it's like round up the troops, and it's just so massive, like the anthemic feel of it all. I just, because obviously when U2 was starting up, there was all the stuff happening with the like war and whatever going on in Ireland. So, I think that had a lot maybe to do with what they were singing about, or like how they were bringing people together. So yeah, I don't know. It just really means a lot to me, like that album and a lot of their music.
Well, I'm going to make you really happy now, because I feel like you're heading that way with like your new song, Life.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I really do. I feel like it's got that kind of,
Yeah.
got an energy to it. Is that what you purposely were looking for when you went in the studio? You wanted to get
that track. It was written a couple of years ago, and I've been trying to bring it out for ages. And we finally got round to finishing it. And I basically stepped into the studio with two really talented writers. Because usually I tend to write on my own. I have written with Bill Ryder-Jones as well, which was absolutely incredible. But I remember meeting Dean James Barrett in a studio session, because I engineer as well. So I work at a studio in North London, and he came through with an artist. And I was just looking up, and we just really connected. And I sent him a message with my music and was like, if you ever want to write together, just let me know. So he got me into his studio in South London with his business partner, and who's also a songwriter, Craig. And we sort of just stepped in and went, what's going on in your life? Like, have you got anything exciting that has been laying around in your head, or have you got any riffs? And I was like, you know what, I actually do have this riff. And I was listening to Björk at the time. Yeah, she was like, that track Army of Me was just like, it's like rocking.
It's so mad passionate, that song. I mean, in a very weird way as well. It's industrial. It's really industrial.
I love that. Yeah, so that's what I said to the guys. I was like, guys, I really like want to build something industrial. Like, I want it to be like very gritty, but I also want to keep my authenticity, like in where I feel my voice is. Like, I feel like I need that dreamy element. I need that like ethereal vibe. And I felt like, how can we blend that so that it's still giving that sort of world, as well as having like a rock track, I
love that. I think ethereal with a industrial vibe and a bit of rock, and I really want to bring like the people in all in one. That's unusual. That's not like that's not a thing that's like doing the rounds at the moment, is it?
I don't even know what's doing the rounds. I'm so out of the loop.
That's interesting. So you're not aware of what's going on musically around you, or you must be.
Yeah, like obviously, like I do listen to Six music, and I do obviously on socials I follow like Radio 1, that kind of thing. I follow obviously other artists and other bands, but I'm not like obsessing over it, because I feel like, what's the point? Because with social media, like, it's great because you can connect obviously to so many people, and I've met a lot of amazing artists and producers and things who I look up to through using social media. But I just find myself going down this hole where I'm like comparing myself to other people, or like what they're doing, and it's just pointless. Was
that more of a problem like for you in the past? In the past, did you have more of a problem with that? Are you kind of like...
No, I didn't. I didn't. It's only more so recently. So when Instagram was first coming up, I felt like it was really a place to like share your art. And it was really cool. Like, and I was getting like, the response was different. The way you connected was different. And it was really since the last sort of, I want to say 3 years or so, where I've really struggled to connect because I've got people messaging me going, I didn't even know that was happening. I didn't even know this was happening because of algorithms. So yeah, it's a bit difficult. And like, I just feel like, yeah, it's been shaped into something else, and everyone needs to know everything all the time about everyone. And it's just like, bloody hell, like we need to live our lives too. You know, it's very difficult to find like the middle ground. And I am working on it, and I want to share with fans and with other musicians, and I want to know what other bands are doing 100%. But
Can
I
I
want to
tell
do
you
it
something? Can I tell you something? Everybody's feeling that on every platform out there now, right? I mean, like that social media is what I do for a living, right? It's where I am. We've started doing a literal tea and chat on a Friday on Zoom, and pulling people off of social media where they're finding it too noisy, and just say, come, this is no sales aspect to this or whatever. We just want to meet over here. And and it's almost going back to almost like COVID times. We just decided that people needed that again, because people are getting really, really tired on social media because they they feel like they're fighting it all of the time. And one of the things that I'm finding is that, or I'm saying to people, and I'm having conversations with people about every day, is what's really would work for people these days is just to somewhere else build your own community and just sit in that own community. 100%.
Like mailing lists, really good.
Yeah.
I've just started to get a handle on that a little bit more. And just playing shows, honestly, like I had some feedback from really cool artist William Doyle, and he was saying to me like, yeah, there's something really like old school about the way you've gone this year with like how you're doing stuff. Because I just went like, I don't have a label, I'm independent, and I work freelance, I work really, really hard, but I don't own a home, I house share, it's not like I'm made of money or anything, but I was like, I can either like get like a big job and just sit there and not make music, or I can just go out there and do it. And I was like, what else am I going to spend my money on? Like, this is what I want to do. So I was just like, let's just get us on the road. Like, if we can get 50 people in a room, that'll pay for stuff. And I sort of figured out how to, like, I promoted everything myself. I tour managed myself. I obviously had help from the band. They were amazing. The live band were incredible, and I couldn't have done it without them. And the way they supported me as well, like through the actual process of the touring. And I had like a friend of mine come along, and it was super, super helpful. But it's like, you can do it. Like, there's no.
I love your work ethic. Where's this come from? Where's this come from? Is it like, were your parents like this? Did you, did you,
I don't know. Like my dad like went out there and back in his day, like started his own business and stuff, but that's all different now. But it did have that feeling of like, you live once, just go for it. But I don't know, like I'm such I guess I'm a sensitive soul without like, giving everything away, but connection means a lot to me. So I felt like I need to get on the road. Like, why am I sitting here like scrolling or watching other people do it? I want to do it just because I'm not signed to a major label or even an indie at the moment. Like, I have had EPs come out on indies and it was great, but it's like touring is really expensive. So you just have to figure out a way it can work for you. And I did it, like, and it worked. Like it paid for itself, I still set money aside to make sure like I was covered for certain things just in case. But with merchandising and taking a lot of things into your own hands, yeah, it's absolutely exhausting. And I didn't even realize I had cruise control until I'd done most of the driving. But you can do it. Like, it's like, how much do you want to make music? What are you in it for? Because if you're in it to actually make music and connect with people, like, you're going to work really hard, unless you have a lucky break. And that's awesome, and then you can focus a little bit more on just the music side. But my time will come with that.
Your time will come. Your time will come.
And like, I'm making the time now. I just have to plan my year differently to be able to get in the studio and to be able to get into writing. And now the focus was touring, old school, went there, met loads of people. Some of the shows went like, it was like beyond, I couldn't believe it, how many people turned up. Like Newcastle, London, Bristol's amazing. So it's just like,
I'm glad you said that, by the way, that Bristol is amazing, because I
Yeah.
keep going on at artists that they need to get down to the southwest a little bit more. Come
Oh, I
on,
love
artists.
Bristol. Great, so good. I've played a few shows there now. Last year we played there 3 times, packed. Like, yeah, it's
Where
just
have you
great.
played Bristol? Just out of interest.
We played, I think it was Hare and Hounds or something like that.
Okay.
Is it like a pub? And we played. We were opening for the Clockworks then last year. We played the Lanes.
Yeah.
Twice.
Have you been on the boat yet? Have you been on Thekla yet?
We haven't, and we played Louisiana. But yeah.
Come on, folks. Get
The
Dutch
boat.
Mustard to the boat. Get her to the boat. Yeah. You want to get on the boat, honestly, seriously. It's a great venue. It is a great venue.
I'll have to check it out, yeah.
Listen, seriously, I'm going to say this to you because it was said to me yesterday. So yesterday I interviewed Derek, who's just released a book. He had a fantastic career in music. He was in one band. They had top 10 hits and whatever. Then he was in another band throughout the 70s. They went for 10 years, 11 albums, big sales or whatever. He then became one of the biggest record execs on the planet. He signed people like Bon Jovi and whatever. And I asked him, I said, is it getting harder for people like you to get out there these days and whatever? And he said, yeah, it is. But do you know what? He said, yeah, if someone stays true to themselves and they work hard, there's no reason why they shouldn't be successful. So
100%.
I give that to you from him yesterday, because I believe you've got something that you could do that.
Thank you. And also, do you know what? Like, tell myself all the time, I speak to my family about it a lot, because over the years they've been really worried about my well-being, because I overwork myself to be able to get the music where it needs to be. But ultimately, like, it's just like, what do you want to do? I don't know. Like, this is what makes me happy. And yeah, the point of the conversation with them a lot of the time is like, what does success mean to you? Because to be like, I already feel successful.
Hey.
But it's true. It's like, it doesn't mean I don't have goals. I want to play Wembley. I want to like do all the big stuff. But like, I'm already making music, playing shows, meeting lovely, lovely fans, making connections in music. Like what,
What you're saying
else?
to me is you feel a winner already. You feel a winner already, because the point is, you've got 2 choices in life. You can either not do or do.
Yeah.
Right? Why choose not to do, right?
Well, yeah, I get it, because fear comes in, and I write about this stuff, like I do write about fear and anxiety and all these kinds of things, and also like in loving relationships or whatever, or in romantic relationships, like it comes up a lot. But ultimately, like, it's transparent between what you're going through, and like it doesn't have to be seen in a romantic way. Like, a lot of this stuff is like fear of whatever. We all have it, but anxiety and excitement can be very like mixed emotions and the same thing.
But for you, is there empowerment in writing about the fear and then actually getting up there and singing about it? Right?
Oh yeah,
right,
absolutely. But like, and it's crazy, because sometimes I actually feel I get anxious to write. I get nervous to write, and I'll put it off and I'll put it off and I'll put it off, because I'm so scared that I'm going to write something shit. Like, genuinely, I'm just like, I'm a human being. Like, obviously I'm confident and I'm here chatting away, but like, I'm only able to make the music I make because I sit there and I cry my eyes out until something real comes out. And I actually look myself in the mirror and go, like, that thing that happened in my life, like, I'm not happy about that. Like, I'm not proud of that. Or, how do I move through this? Or if it's a relationship I'm going through, like, sometimes I even find a relationship ending or a situation in my life, not even romantic, like it can be like different like friendships or whatever the situation is. Like, I'll find the answer after I've written the song. And I get scared of writing it, because I'm like, no, because then I know that I'm going to know what's going to happen. And then I have to change the situation I'm in. But it's like, that's being truthful to yourself. Like a lot of people journal and things like that, and you come.
You're letting people in on the journey all the time here, right?
I
You
know.
are letting people in at ground level.
It's so scary.
And you're writing it and you're empowering yourself with it and you're putting that out there, and good on you for doing it.
It's scary. It's scary. It's scary, like singing like I'm just a loser with a broken heart. Imagine how I felt like when I write that, and then I'm singing it. Like, but then that's like one of the most popular songs, Loser.
Yeah, but my friend, imagine how amazing it's going to be when you stand at Wembley and sing it.
Yeah. And also the fact that
it's true though, right?
It's true. And that people sing it back at the gigs.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm here for you, man. Like I was there, and it's okay. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, we've all been there. We've all made mistakes. We've all done things or made ourselves go through situations we now know we didn't deserve to go through, all these things. But like, I'm not going to pretend it didn't happen and just like try and be this, like, I don't know, cool person. Like, it's just like, you are who you are, and as hard as it is, and I trust me, I can sit here and say all of this and get on stage and say it and do it. Like, I still struggle. We all do. But at least, like, if you can try and like voice these things, then you are a step ahead, and like you do find like happiness and pieces and glimpses of gems of pure joy, because you're just allowing yourself to be the silly person you are, or the loser that you are, or whatever, you know. Like,
what is the best thing that anybody listening to your music has come up to you and said so far? Best thing, best story.
I've had a few people go through illnesses, like very intense,
Wow.
really sad, difficult situations. I had someone in Bristol last year come up to me and talk to me about all his surgeries. So that meant a lot to me, and I was actually going through a lot myself with my health, and still am. Maybe that's a little bit too much information, but yeah. So a lot of that fight and drive probably comes from that too. Like, health is important. So that's also a thing where you're like, you've got to make every day the best day ever. But yeah, I had someone come up to me about that, and then another lady who is a friend, who's a mum of one of my close friends, started messaging me privately and explaining like what her music does for her when she goes like through chemo. Yeah, sorry to lower the tone. I'm like, that makes me want to cry a little bit, but
yeah,
I'm like, if my music can carry you through the most difficult moments in your life, like, what,
yeah.
like, that's it, you know.
So that's worth more than any record label.
Than anything.
Yeah.
Than anything. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those were like two very special moments for me. I've had people come to my shows with severe anxiety, insane. I've had like remember a teenage girl come into the show with her mum, and like I waved at her because she was a little bit shy to say hello, but the fact that the show made her come out, and her mum bought a t-shirt and like got to chat like on behalf of her daughter. I've had a few other people who've had some mental health, who struggle with mental health, and to be social, they have like social anxiety and these kinds of things, and they come up and chat. Like, my heart is so full that my music can bring people together, like anybody that's going through anything at any stage of their mental health, like to come out and to be brave and come to a show, and that's what's making them come. Like,
do you feel like you are building family?
Oh my, yeah, like, yeah. We already have. Like, there was people in Manchester, like I played there years ago when I first started out, and they were at my shows then, and they were like, oh, it's so good to see you, and like, you know, it's amazing. I get people message from over the years, like, because I've been going for a long time, and I was a solo artist, still am a solo artist, but I was making very different music before, under, you know, just Sarah Jane or whatever, like building up my skills, and like as a young girl. So there's still people that have come from back then and now come to the Dutch Mustard shows, and they're just like, I can't believe it, you know. And yeah, it means the world to me, genuinely. Like, those connections, yeah, means everything. And I strive to reply to everybody as well. Like, I get a lot of messages which is why social media can be good. And I do connect with people a lot, like with t-shirts. I've tried to we've done a lot of customized merch sent all over the world, because I screen print at home. So,
oh, do you? Oh, I
yeah,
love
I
screen
can show you my
printing.
screen if you want.
Yeah, oh, I love it.
I like basically sort of learn how to do it, and now I do it in like a really ropey way. But I have this. Let me flip it. Is it this way around?
This is brilliant. No one has ever shown me their screen printing materials before. But
that's the screen.
Fantastic. Yeah, just like literally like I used to use.
Screen, and it's got then like the special
Like
so
squeegee.
individual releases on there. So I have like Listening to Feel Everything by Dutch Mustard. It's got a What the Fuck is Dutch Mustard? Listening to Loser, which is a very popular one. Yeah, Listening to Loser, and then Listening to Beauty. So I try to do it like for separate releases, so that it's like special limited runs. But now I've got the screen, like I can still print those, and I've got them on Bandcamp, so people can just order like whatever color they want. I just try to make it like original to them, because not everybody likes a black t-shirt, not everybody, so, but yeah, so I've been really like connecting with people, because I'm able to like put that up and go, what would you like? And then they're like, oh, I love this song, I love this, and I'm like, oh, so nice to meet you, where are you from? And yeah, it's nice, it's really, really nice.
I 100% love your approach. Have you thought about how you would want to maintain that when success I'm going to say when success happens, and like you become you have to then start relying on other people to sort of look after your family for you.
I mean, I've just started working with a new manager who's really amazing, and he sort of brought these things up as well, because he's like, things keep building and getting better and better, and he's like, there's going to get a point where it'll be tricky to keep up with. But he was saying, like, for now, like, it's okay, like, I'm managing because I'm freelance, like the turnaround on that kind of stuff, like merch, like I'm able to do it in a couple of weeks. But yeah, in future, it's just like, I think that's something I have to tackle when I get there. But I do have like a really lovely working relationship with my friend who's also called SJ, and she works on content with me. So we've had like big conversations about what I'm comfortable with, what I'm not comfortable with. And basically that way it's like she knows, like, I guess the brand, and she knows what I align with, and like what my fans like. So when she helps me like shoot things at gigs and things like that, or at events or rehearsals or live sessions, like she knows what she's looking for, kind of thing. So I think I just hope to keep her on as well, and like grow that too, so that
so important.
Yeah,
build your team now, make your team completely 100% part of the family, part of the values, everything else. And then when you get to a point where you have to cut a deal with somebody, tell them the team's part of the deal.
100%. Like I've been working with my same team now, other than the new management, because I've been without management for the last 2 years. But before then, I was with the same management for 3.5 years, and we still have an amazing relationship. Like, absolutely love that guy. But yeah, it's like I've been working with all my other team members, including like mastering engineer, mix engineer, the same studio where I work, like for the last 4 years, 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
And it's only getting stronger and stronger. And my team, like my live band, those guys I've known for 10 years, some of them.
Wow.
And it's like we're like, oh my God, we finally get to play together. Like it's finally like lined up in a way where everything aligns, and it's working out in a way where they've got time to work with me as well. So yeah, like I feel like I'm in a really strong position, and I just feel really confident about what I stand for and what the project is, and
it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's just around the corner. It's just around the corner. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm starting writing my first album.
Ooh.
And we've been gigging one of the tracks in the last tour. We've got one more show this year in Spain.
Yeah.
We got booked for Bilbo Loop Festival, like this little festival. And for the first time I've had an offer where they're like, we can cover everything.
Wow.
So I was like, guys, who wants to go? So yeah, we did go to New York in March, but I'm still paying off 2 credit cards because I took the team.
It's
But it was so good.
people don't realize this. People don't realize just how expensive it is to tour and
Yeah, I mean, I've got a team to look after, like, it's,
yeah.
but like, it was amazing. I'd do it all over again if I could. Literally, I'd make the same decision I did then, because we had the best. We played New Colossus Festival. It was amazing. Like three shows, all absolutely slammed. What? And I'd never been to New York before. It was mad, and I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, great.
You're ready for it. Listen, for anybody that has never heard an interview with you before, whatever, where tell everybody, where did Dutch mustard come from then? Because like everybody's heard of every other form of mustard, French and German and whatever, but Dutch, and it's a bit like Dutch courage, really, isn't it? But mustard.
Yeah, Dutch courage. I've worked at a few guitar shops in my life, a few on Denmark Street and another one in Wembley. That was my first one. And I had a really lovely friend called Phil, who is actually, that's how I know my current bass player, Nath, through Phil, years ago. And when I first decided that I wanted my project to be a band, or like with a band formation and live like band, I decided to stop smoking weed so that I could focus, which was a good move. And I decided that if I booked 4 gigs, or like as many gigs as I could, I would find a band magically, even though I had no name. So I did these things and I booked these gigs without players as a band.
Mad.
Why not? And I found the guys at the time. And I remember saying to Phil, I was like, bro, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I don't have a band name. We did the first gig without a band name. It was Sarah Jane and Band or something at Strong Room in Shoreditch.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this just sucks.
Catchy.
Sucks. So Phil I think we were using like band name generator and all these funny websites, crying at work because it's ridiculous, some of these names. And I just remember him saying like Dutch mustard, and I was like, what? And then I said it to the guys I was playing with at the time. I was like, gang, what about Dutch mustard? They were like, okay, yeah, fuck it, let's use that. I was like, okay. So we went out there as Dutch mustard. I then was like, starting to love the name, because also like sort of what we did in those 3.5 years, we gigged like hard religiously. We rehearsed every week. Like we gigged like every couple of weeks. We played everywhere, like in London in that time. And I loved it so much. And my ex-boyfriend at the time was in a band as well. And we were in Italy and we were like, should we get it tattooed on us? And I was like, he got his band name. I got my band name. So Dutch Mustard is now on my rib. But the cringy thing is that it's over the years sort of become a solo project. So even obviously I have a live band, but like I'm the producer, I'm the writer. So it's like a solo thing. So now I feel like an idiot because I've tattooed like myself onto myself.
No, but listen, I think it's a great moniker. I really do think it's a great moniker.
Thank you.
I'm
just seeing it as the community, the collaborative process of Dutch mustard. That's how I see it. Not like.
But also, you've got to go to, my friend. You've got to go to sleep at night thinking about this, right? You've put mustard on your ribs.
Whatever.
I
love mustard. I love mustard, so I'm here for it. It's fine.
There you go. Oh, what you need, like people like Ed Sheeran and whatever have got like their hot sauce and whatever. At some stage in your career, you have got to get like a rib, like eatery to do Dutch mustard on your ribs. You got to do it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, my grandma, she made she's Dutch, and she made Dutch mustard, and it was so spicy. I couldn't even eat it.
I think that has got to be somewhere along the line in the merch. That's got to happen. You've got to have Dutch mustard and and you've got to have an eatery house that do Dutch mustard on ribs as a kind of and it'd be brilliant.
Well, I hope they make veggie ribs as well.
Unfortunately,
I'm pescatarian, so.
Well, then it's got to be a meat-free rib.
Well, it can be both. I don't mind. It can be both. I just want to make sure I can also get the joy.
You can get the joy of it. It's got to be done. It's absolutely got to be done. So you've got a lot to look forward to coming up. You're working on the album. You're going over to Spain. You're gonna have this little fiesta forever. Come on and sing along in Spain. And then any more music to be released before the end of the year?
Unfortunately not. But I thought I would do something really nice for people. I went into the studio and recorded a live session of Life, because it's the latest track, and of the new song that's going to be on the album.
Hey.
So I'm still trying to figure out when we're going to share that, like whether it would be good to do it like I kind of want to have the album like almost ready to go and then be able to go, here's one of the songs.
Oh yeah.
So people are then like, oh my God, they have like a date for when it's going to come out.
So you're not thinking like, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. No, you're not thinking like Christmas.
I wasn't, but maybe I can do something else for Christmas. I don't know.
Well, a little Christmas song, right?
Yeah, or like maybe like a live stream where, sing a few Christmas songs.
Well, funny you should say that, but a few of us are going to get together for a bit of a Christmassy one of these, and maybe we could get you on it. The idea is we'll look at our favourite and worst Christmas songs.
Oh, okay. At least I've got some prep then for that.
Yeah. Favourite and worst Christmas songs.
Sounds good.
And we may have to sing bits of them, but there's some definitely bad Christmas songs along the way.
Yeah, but there's some absolute bangers as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do that.
That would be nice. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today. Thank you so much. In the meantime, whilst people are waiting for more stuff to come out and whatever, they can head on over and buy T-shirts and stuff like that and get into the family.
Yeah, Bandcamp is the way to go.
It's been an absolute pleasure having you on.
Yeah,
thank you so much for giving up some of your time on the Friday afternoon. Folks, this is the wonderful Dutch Mustard. If you haven't checked out the music as of yet, please do go and really support Single Life, which is out there at the moment. The video is fantastic as well. It's got that feel. It's that black and white kind of grainy. It's good. It's it's moving on. And you will really enjoy it. If you haven't seen that already, do add that to your favorites. Go and talk to Sarah on the Instagram and everything else. Say hello. So I want to be part of the family. There you go. Say I want to be part of the family. Right. Go and spend some of your money on Bandcamp as well, because as someone once said, every little helps.
Yes, it does.
and we can keep the dream alive, which is what it's all about. Thank you for coming on today. This has been my music, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it as usual. If you have, then please do go and share with other people, etc., etc. And we will be back soon with more conversations with more musicians, because we just want that help. Until next time, from Dutch Mustard.